Private land, that way, fine, on the map, excellent. Private land, that way, no problem, okay? You come up to this sign on the gate with a spike through it, that's a bit ominous, and it says, private land, no public right of way. This is the footpath on my map. That's naughty. I wonder if the farmer's just trying to be difficult, or someone's having a laugh. Yeah, someone's been through here and is having a laugh, aren't they? Cheeky fuck. Hello, and welcome to another weekly training walk with me, Terrainian, on my journey to the National Three Peaks Challenge. Today's walk starts at Leach Pool Woods in the east of Horsham in West Sussex. My destination, about 18 kilometres away, is Gatwick Airport. The route today is going to take me in a northeasterly direction through Rusper, branching round right towards Charlwood, and then onto Gatwick to a little vantage point next to the runway, so you can see the airplanes taking off and landing if that's your sort of thing. If you know me by now, it's never going to just be a walk. It's always going to be some kind of point of interest, whether intentional or not. Today I have every intention of finding something I've been told about near Gatwick, something interesting we're going to find in a farmer's field. So, come along, let's see if we can find it. Thank you once again for joining me on today's walk. Just left Horsham, probably complete the most treacherous part of the walk, crossing the A264 dual carriageway, the train line. Although they're quite fun actually, challenge, try not to get flattened, and then it's all nice and gentle, pretty much towards Gatwick now I think. So as you probably know by now, I live in the southeast, and as I'm training for the National Three Peaks, I need mountains. But they're quite hard to come by down here. That is why last week's video was such a treat, and also why I'm doing something a little bit easier this week, just to give my legs a little bit of a chance to recover. So as you know me by now, it's never just a walk, there's always something interesting to see and do, challenge, something to look at, experience. Today it's more for the spotters, or just enthusiasts. My destination being Gatwick, right by the fence next to the runway. But along the way, I've heard of something a bit more interesting. Well, interesting, aviation themed, but in a different way. I've heard there's a farmer in Charlwood holding fighter jets and rescue helicopters in his back garden. So before we get to Gatwick, I'm going to see if I can find this little air force that he's got in his farmyard. Apparently my route takes me right past it, so hopefully we won't miss it. It'll be there, right in front, like a little treasure hunt for aviation enthusiasts, or even anyone who's mildly interested. I think it'd be quite cool. We're in an area of woodland just outside Charlwood at the moment, which is going to be our second staging point. Let's see if we can find that farmer's field. Oh wow, I'm going to go back and show you how, you'll have to excuse the dogs, they're right next to the helicopters. I'll show you how it appeared to me. How cool is that? How cool is that? There's like a green one, rescue one, well, two rescue ones. I think for me the yellow one's the more sort of famous colour scheme of the Sea King there. That is awesome. Look at that. Shame they're not in the best state. Still impressive to look at though. Imagine that in full motion. Engines running, blades turning. What a machine. I don't think I've ever seen them in this colour scheme. I have seen this colour scheme, but not on a Sea King before. That's pretty cool. That is very cool. Just behind the building there is a tail section to the green one, I think. Shame. How cool is that? Just sitting there. So where are the Harriers? I'm hoping and imagining they're here. Just the garden. Oh wow, no, look at that. Oh, amazing. Look at that. Just sat there. Royal Navy, Sea Harriers. How awesome is that? Let me see if I can get around the front. Oh, cool. I'll tell you what. Oh, even better, look at that. Amazing. Ooh, amazing. Look at that. Obviously without the engines and the nozzles there that usually give it, well, the thrust and the lift. You can see the markers of the angular tilt. How awesome is that? How good would that be to have a look inside? Although, and some of the glass has been taken away at the front, so it's all probably been weathered. I guess the avionics and everything's been taken out. There's no instrumentation or anything in there. Doesn't even look like there's a seat. Cool things to look at though. Very cool. Would I say it's worth it? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. It's just a shame they're in the state they are. See right into the air intake where the engine should be. You'd normally see a fan blade in there. And a speedboat over there. This is a cool little garden. Oh, there's all sorts of bits and bobs. I don't know what those black things are. They look a bit like maybe external fuel tanks that you fit underneath. Or maybe they're, I don't know. They can't be bombs or missiles or anything. Crazy like that. There's all sorts of bits and bobs in that garden. Bits of the gear linkage, flight control surfaces, flaps, panels. Amazing what's in there. How cool is that? Now, for those of you who are probably expecting from the title that he's going to see fighter jets flying around Gatwick, sorry if you're disappointed, but for me personally, and I hope most of you, that was awesome. So worth it. So on to Gatwick now. Show you a nice little spot to watch some aeroplanes. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. For anyone local, or if you're ever about in the area, I'll put some details in the description on the name of the farm, where to find it. Take a little detour out your way. Can have a look. Worth it for 5-10 minutes, I reckon. Route wise, there's about 2.5k to go. Oh, the 380. Ah, can't see it. Trees are in the way. That's a shame. In the Expo colours as well. Very cool. Nice. Check this out. A view I've never seen before. Gatwick's tower. The air traffic control tower. Apart from planes, it's the only indication you're near an airport right now. So I'm just entering one of the access points to the perimeter footpath. There's quite a few access points actually along the way. This one's just because it's closest to my route. It's a path. It's actually a nice path to walk down, regardless of what's at the end of it. I've got the river right next to me. Oh, here we are. Made it. Perimeter fence. Gosh. Gatwick. There's even a bench. So we've got the aeroplanes taking off in that direction. They are taxiing off right in front of me. So that was a fun walk, some interesting stuff along the way. Nice easy walk. Straightforward, just keeps my legs going till the next ones. Speaking of which, I've got a few interesting walks planned in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully you'll join me for those. I'm going to sit here for another 5 minutes, have a snack, watch a couple of planes, and I'm going to head home. So thanks once again as always for watching. Hopefully you'll catch me on the next one. Laters. Odds. That. That.